Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Oh, God. Oh, golly geez. He's rucking without shoes on. Oh!
Wipes entire squad. Now, she.
To the surprise of absolutely no one, Huck is rocking Ranger panties. Because, of course he is.
What an absolute mad lad. Absolute mad lad. That B81 though.
We're live. We're doing the thing. Oh, man. We're heckin' live. We're doing the thing. All right, guys. Welcome to Guerrilla Podcast, as we're now starting to call it. Is that going to stick? I don't know. We're trying out new things as we start, getting more and more into the live streaming and into this space and being able to have the back and forth on YouTube. All right, so today we're going to be talking a little bit about recent stories, and today we're going to be talking about how guns are not, in fact, toys. Now, from me posting this on Twitter, I'm already getting a little bit of pushback, and you know what? It's not really that surprising. Telling retards that I've been appealing to for years to stop being retarded is kind of, difficult to do. It's going to be challenging, if not impossible. But I think not enough people realize and understand that guns are not toys. Even though, you can have fun guns, even though I myself have fun guns. I have guns that are specifically fun that I would not see myself taking into any sort of real scenario. But what a lot of people are failing to understand and are failing to grasp is that guns kill people, and they were designed to kill people. If you guys did not see my last YouTube video that I filmed this morning and uploaded a couple of hours ago, guns are in fact not toys. And this is something that I've talked about in the past, and maybe it's something I need to talk about a little bit more, and I'm going to start devolving into it a little bit more of guns are not toys. Having a gun that is fun, and it's in the rig. Having guns that are fun and that are specifically designed, or you bought them specifically to have fun with them, that's perfectly fine. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't have guns that are fun. What I am saying is that firearms are not toys. In no way, stretch your imagination, are they toys. And the biggest thing when it comes to this is being safe with your firearms. And I know that this sounds like the fun police. And, even from from the comments that I got from my last post talking about it, this guy said that, yeah, I'm not watching that. Guns are fun and a source of my entertainment, and I like to play with them. And I'm not saying otherwise. I'm not saying that firearms cannot be fun. I'm not saying that firearms aren't entertainment. I'm not saying that you can't have fun with them. But the rules of firearms still apply and still need to apply at all times. If you guys are not tracking, I have been hosting open events for years now. I have seen quite a few people flagged. If you guys don't know what flagging is, that is accidentally pointing your firearm at another person. Now, when it's you and the boys, right, and you know the condition of their weapon, you know their weapons handling, you've been training with them for a while. That's completely different. When it's when someone fucks up, and it's one of your friends, it's a lot easier to be able to come back from that. Especially if you know that it's in a training environment and they're going to keep their their booger hook off the bang switch. The issue is when you start hosting open events, then you get people that you don't know around you, and they can make very simple and stupid mistakes that can get people killed. And this is what I'm getting more into, and I'm trying to talk about a little bit more today, and I'm going to be rambling about this today, of guns are not toys, and you need to treat every single firearm as if though it is loaded. So I know that a lot of people like to do the point gun at Venus meme. I have done it myself. I am a culprit of it as well. The simple fact of the matter is that I don't think enough people, and maybe it's that a lot of people don't have anything to live for. A lot of people don't have anything to die for. So that joke means nothing to them. Of putting a gun to your head and getting so close to the wall that you almost pull it but you don't pull it. Maybe that's that doesn't matter to you, because even if you did take your own life, that that wouldn't matter because you have nothing to live for. Now, I'm completely against that. What I'm trying to I'm trying to play the devil's advocate here of I guess I can see it in a way. And here's a little fun story for you guys. Once upon a time, back in my army days, before I never had a combat deployment, which I love that people try to use that against me like I somehow didn't know. Anyway, so I had one of my section sergeants at the time. I was a team leader, and we went to a party that was off post. So once we got to said party, one of the biggest things was everyone takes all of their handguns and they would put them on this the same top shelf. And so the biggest thing that we would do is that once we started drinking, no one had firearms on them. And that was a standard policy that all of us had when we were drinking and together, is that everyone put their guns away once we started drinking. Not a bad policy, and by no means am I telling you guys that you have to do this, but it's not a bad policy. So anyway, I put my handgun up there as soon as I got there. My section leader comes up to me and he grabs my handgun, or he asks if he can grab my handgun. And I said, absolutely not a problem. So he's looking at it, and I was carrying, it's not this Glock. I was carrying a Glock 19 Gen 4, of which I still own, and he asks me if there's a round in the chamber, and I tell him no. So he racks a round of my Glock, he puts it in his mouth, and he pulls the trigger. Now, the round didn't go off, he did not shoot himself, but the party absolutely stopped at that point. And it was kind of like that record scratch moment, right? Of, because, somebody puts a gun in their mouth and pulls the trigger, the party's going to stop. Everyone's now focused on what just happened. So what he said is that while he was on his last deployment, he learned to mess with all of his lieutenants and his officers, that if he put a gun in his mouth and he pushed the slide back just enough with his teeth while the gun's in his mouth, that if he pulls the trigger, the firing pin will set off, but it actually can't hit the round. Now, please, for the love of God, don't do this. Oh my God, do not do this. So he did this in front of everyone and was laughing, and he was the only person at this entire party that was laughing, and the only person here that thought it was funny. And I bet a lot of people in the comments, or people that are listening to this, is probably going to think that's funny. And and something that I was asking him, and he was saying that he used to do it on deployment when he was really bored, and he'd mess with the lieutenants of, all right, guys, I'm going to head out, and he would do it. And the thing that I was asking him, and I vividly remember, of how did you know that my firearm didn't have an extended firing pin? How did you know that I hadn't upgraded my firearm in some way that wouldn't have worked? As the senior enlisted NCO here, right? As a staff sergeant, surrounded by specialists and privates. Could you imagine the PTSD and the trauma and everything, and if, because it wouldn't have been if he would have blown his brains out right then and there, it wouldn't have been a joke. There would have been no punchline. It would have just been, hey, can I look at your firearm? Sure. Blows head off. And so a lot of people, they look at firearms, and they look at like a lot of the joke culture and the meme culture and the whole point gun at Venus. And I've got a good friend of mine that he loves, like grabbing your handgun and looking down the barrel to see what you're carrying. He keeps his finger off the trigger, but that's something he loves doing. And there's a fine fucking line of what's funny and what is not funny, and putting your own life in danger, putting your teammates, putting your friends, putting your family's lives in danger, to me, is not funny. Now, once again, and I understand this, of like, there's a fine line. Absolutely, there is a fine line of what can be a joke and what's like, absolutely not. Get the fuck out of here. That's not cool. What the fuck is wrong with you? I've had a couple of times now at open training events. I can count at least 3 off the top of my head of guys not having proper holsters. Men that don't have proper holsters and losing their handguns with, actually, no, 4 times. And people losing their handgun outside of their holster doing whatever. Most of the times, 3 out of 4 that I can remember, there was a round in the chamber. And one of them was a P320. So, like, ha! But you need to have, you really, really need to have proper discipline when it comes to firearms. And a lot of people, hi Lopi, a lot of people, just don't take this seriously, and they see guns as nothing more than a meme. They see guns as nothing more than having fun. And it's just like what I was just saying of me posting this on Twitter and people saying that, no, guns are fun. No, guns are, my entertainment. This is my joy. And it's like, dude, like, I understand what you're getting at. I understand fully why you're coming at it with this approach. And once again, like I was saying, there's no instance that, if there's a bump in the night, there are multiple guns that I own that I'm not going to grab. Hi, Lopi. How are you doing, girl? Hello. I don't think everyone can see you, though. I don't think everybody can see you on the stream. How you doing, girl? Come here. Come on. Can you go up? Can you go up? Can you go up? No, you can't go up. You can't go up. You're such a good girl, though. You're such a good girl. Even if you get hair all over the warehouse. All over the warehouse, you're just the fluffiest thing. You're just the fluffiest thing. Did Dad shut the door? Did he shut the door? Hi guys, this is Lopi. She's the fuzziest dog ever. She's a good girl though. She's a good girl though. That's a paid employee, right? Yes, we pay Lopi in snacks. We pay Lopi in snacks. And in return, she's able to fluff up our entire warehouse. Because she's a good fluffy girl. See, unlike Hassan, I'm not going to electrocute my dog. Oh my goodness, Lopi, there's hair everywhere. There's hair everywhere. I still can't believe that Hassan Piker, tried to say that. Oh man, the doubling down on him electrocuting his dog is the wildest thing ever. It's like, dog, how are you gonna electrocute your dog on live stream, man? Like, come on. Good Lord. Hey, here's a hot take. Electrocuting your dog is is actually bad. I mean, I get like shock collars for not allowing your dog to leave your property, or if they're trying to bolt on you or run on you. I get that, right? I've had dogs before that just don't want to listen and love bolting. So I get it, but at the same rate, I don't know, maybe train your fucking dog Maybe train your dog so you don't have to electrocute them. Is she the Fluffinator? She's the Fluffinator. Vanellope Von Floof is the reason that if you guys ever get white hair on your surplus from my warehouse, this is the culprit right there. But she's a good girl. We like Lopi. It was her du claw. Oh, right, yeah. No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. You know, Hassan Piker, like, he absolutely electrocuted his dog. There's no way he didn't. Maybe now my dad will say he's proud of me. What? Oh, that you got number 1 in the chat. My guy. Way to go, Coon Platoon. You did it. You did it. All right. I feel like that's... Did you rooster the other lava lamp? No, it's right... Hold on, where'd it go? Oh, it's right there. No, it's just that the light went out, so I bought another one, and got the replacement light bulbs. Did I rooster the lava lamp? That's hilarious. Took a 12 gauge to it. But no, to circle back, you know, I just wish that there was a better way, and because I understand that me saying that guns aren't toys, right? I get that, like, that's not going to appeal to a lot of people. I understand that a lot of people are going to get upset by me saying that because, you know, guns are, you know, one of their, like, main sources of entertainment. I get that. I understand it. I love going to the range. I love plinking. I love having fun with guns. But, you know, you still have to take into consideration, you know, the rules of gun safety. You still have to take into consideration that you can absolutely kill yourself, hurt yourself, kill your pets, your friends, your families. Like, it's something that you really, really, really need to take into consideration and be significantly more careful with. You know, like, the only time that I have a round in the chamber of any firearm, especially with a rifle, is right before I'm about to shoot. And with a handgun, the only time that I have a round in the chamber is if it's in a Kydex holster and the trigger is covered. Beowulf of Westvold, my number 1 super chat guy, because this dude's he's too dang good to me, guys. Too dang good to me. Sent $5. Do not be afraid to roast me directly. Let others learn from the stupid shit that I did. Help cure internet gun autism one day at a time. Yeah, no, there's I mean, hell, I've had an ND in my past. I've had 2 NDs now, actually. One was at a 12 gauge, and the other one I'm counting as a ND. I don't know if everyone would count it as an ND. My first ND was with a 12 gauge, and then my second ND was with my AR. And that was when I was rocking. I had a pair of gloves on, and it was technically an ND. Both were down range, but, like, I didn't mean to pull the trigger, so, like, it's still technically an ND. I was on the range. I was by myself, so, like, both times, technically nothing would have happened, but I still counted as an ND. Reading is hard. Loaded gun. What? I don't know what you're talking about. You guys are all crazy. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. But anyway. Yes, absolutely. Guns are not toys, and I know that upsets everybody, and nobody wants to hear it. Oh, you know what? There we go. That looks funny. Anyway, you've not shot guns if you haven't ND'd. You have not shot guns if you haven't ND'd. Okay. I read that wrong. Yeah, so one of my hunting shotguns has the like an extended hammer on the top of it, and I was actually trying to unload it and take the round out because I was pretty sure that I chambered a slug and not birdshot, and I was trying to just undo the hammer, and I wound up shooting it, and you know, once again it was down range, so it was safe, but I was pretty dang sure that that counts as an ND. And if you don't count that as an ND, then, you know, oh, whatever. But yeah. And, like, you know, I saw a story, I want to say it was like last year, I saw a story of somebody accidentally shooting their own son while playing and wrestling while carrying a handgun, and that it was you know, improperly placed in his waist belt. And it's like, dude, just get a real fucking holster, man. Get a real holster. Or if you're gonna be rolling around, messing around with kids, like maybe like take the gun off. Like, I think that's probably one of my biggest fears, like personally. And that's something that, lives in the back of my head when it comes to gun safety, is that I could not fathom accidentally shooting a friend or family member. So when it comes down to saying that, like guns aren't toys, I'm less worried about someone shooting me. I am more terrified on if I accidentally and negligently hurt someone else. Like, that is terrifying. That is absolutely terrifying to me. Of west of... Oh, wait. So west of Beowulf is... Oh, okay. This makes more sense now. Now I understand this. Seriously, I did not realize how dangerously retarded I would become just from being so exhausted physically yesterday. Safety is a priority number one. Okay, see, now I realize who West of Beowulf is. Okay, I didn't realize it was the same person. Look at that. I'm staying vague, though, my guy. I'm staying very vague. But, yeah, no. So, actually, this is a fantastic talking point. Incredible talking point right here of how many people don't realize that the more tired that you get, that you are going to make mistakes. Mistakes are going to be made. So if you don't have enough training behind you, if you haven't like solidified in your head of constantly being so overboard cognizant of where your firearms are pointed, of if your firearms are loaded or unloaded, if your vehicle is secured, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. If you guys aren't going overboard and above and beyond to be safe, right? Like every single day, you have to build out this pattern. You have to make it so it's muscle memory that you are being above and beyond safe with your firearms. Because if you aren't making this muscle memory, if this isn't a daily occurrence that you are being safe with a firearm, then what winds up happening is that when you get really tired and when you get physically beat down, all right, so I wasn't standing close enough, sorry. If it's that quiet, here, I can go closer. If you guys aren't being, above and beyond with your safety and building out muscle memory with you guys being safe, then when you get really tired, when you get beat down, when you are exhausted, you are going to revert to your least level of training. So this is extremely important that you guys build out that muscle memory with everything in life. And it doesn't have to be just firearms. I realized just like he's the most meetable YouTuber if you go to his class. Who? I don't know who we're talking about. Sorry, I need to keep up with the chat better. My apologies. Yeah, so this comes down to safety in every regard. And I know a lot of people are going to call me the fun police. And I get why you would call me the fun police. I understand that, I'm robbing people's joy and saying that it's, oh, guns are fun and oh, guns are meant to be fun and et cetera and X, Y, Z. And I get that. But this isn't just talking about firearms. This is also talking about vehicles, like texting and driving. This is talking about, hell, anything that you could do that's unsafe. So once again, my biggest thing that I'm always thinking about, and it's always in the back of my head, and maybe this is something that you guys need to take into consideration more, of how you would feel if you accidentally killed somebody else. Like how you would feel and how you would live with that if you accidentally hurt someone else. A bit louder, please. Dude, do you want me to fucking shove this mic in my fucking, mouth? Is that what you want? You really sent $2 to tell me to be louder? Good Lord. Good Lord. I mean, thank you for sending me money to tell me to be louder. But, okay, maybe you need to turn up your volume. All right? Maybe that's on you. Trigger jumpy. Yeah, fuck you. You're actually the asshole here, not me. I'm loud. I know that I am loud. But you know what? I turned up the volume, and then in the volume is fine now. Thank you, Kays. Okay. Anywho, back to my fucking rant. I still, you know what? And you know, I'm telling other people to stop being so spurgy and, stop being a gun autist, which is hilarious because this is all I've been talking about today is just gun safety, and I just won't stop spurging. All right. Is there anything good that I can... Yes, something did happen recently that motivated me to make this video and that I'm spurging about. No, like, honestly, it's all the way up at my end. Well, you know what? Fuck you, I guess. So actually, this is something that going forward, I'm going to be changing the policy a little bit on how we do open events and firearms at open events and safety at open events. And we actually just bought, or didn't buy, we had magazine plugs 3D printed for everyone's ARs. So anyone that brings out an AR to open events, we're going to ask that you put these magazine plugs in your magazine well, so we can visually see that you don't have a mag in. And something that I'm probably going to start asking guys as well is that you don't have, if you have a handgun with you, just don't have one in the chamber. And it's not that, I'm not saying that you can't do that on your day-to-day life. It's just the fact that I don't know you, I've never been around you, and unfortunately, I can't trust you. I have seen way too much negligence now throughout my years of open events that it's fucking terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. And the fact that, I am hosting these open events, and even if it's not my fault, even if I wasn't the one to shoot somebody, if that happens at one of my events, it's going to fall on me. And I don't think enough people understand that when you're going to an event like this and you're not taking it seriously, any event, right? If you're going to a class, if you are going to an open event, if you're going to anything of this sort, and you are not being above and beyond safe, and you are not being above and beyond cautious, then you are putting everyone else at jeopardy. You're putting other people's companies at jeopardy. You are putting people's lives at jeopardy. And once again, I acknowledge fully that, this is my heckin' fun police, and Mr. Gorilla Man, you're being the fun police right now, and I get that. I understand it. Oh my goodness, my tourniquet is just... Ugh. Also, carry a tourniquet. If you guys don't carry a tourniquet on you, you're wrong. You should be EDCing a tourniquet. Do it. Do the thing. EBT Chimp Out event November 1st. See, I still just don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know if I can say that anything's actually going to happen. I hate saying it. Woo finally made it to a live stream. Hope that EOTech is still going good for you on the BMG 50. I'm the one who sold it to you, by the way. As much as I loved the 50 EOTech, I did in fact take it off of the Barrett, and it has a a real optic on it again. If you're not listening to the Guerrilla Cast at work, you're wrong. Yeah, that's what you guys got to be doing. You gotta be pretending like you're working your 9 to 5, but actually you're listening to the Guerrilla Cast, which I don't know if Guerrilla Cast or Guerrilla Pod is the right name. I don't know if that's the schmoove, but we're trying new things out. We're gonna see how it works. Yep. No, unfortunately, I'm on the nothing ever happens train. I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure that like the last minute before the actual EBT thing's supposed to pop off, they're probably gonna flip the script and give them their money back to make sure that you gotta appease the chimps. And like I said in one of my last streams, I don't firmly believe that it's just black folk on EBT, and nonetheless, the ends of every race. All right, we got $5 here from Das Raus. I too have that fear. I made it a habit to not only switch to safe, but also close the ejection port. Have you seen that Travis Haley ND'd with an AK? I have seen that. I have seen that video. There's been quite a few influencers now that have ND'd on video, and not only that have ND'd, but also have flagged the ever living shit out of people. There was a you know what? I don't know if that's public information. Actually, there was another company that one of the owners decided to point his gun at some people driving by in traffic and pretend to shoot at them. And yeah. Once again, I just don't think enough people, because you train with guns every single day, and if you're with guns and you're in a position that you can always have guns with you, you definitely get desensitized to firearms. It's very easy to get desensitized to firearms and what they actually do, especially in the modern era. Especially in today's day and age where, you're playing video games all the time and you're watching movies all the time and you have a gun on you all the time. And it's really easy to forget that, this isn't a toy. These aren't toys. These are designed to kill people. These are designed to take people's lives. This isn't just something that you talk about on the internet. You get complacent. It's very, very easy with firearms to get complacent. It's extremely easy to get into all of your group chats. It's easy to get into all of these, different Reddit threads and these Discord threads and the Telegram channels and all the different spaces on Twitter. And it becomes a meme. It becomes a joke. And there's not enough people now, or I wouldn't say not enough people. I'd say there's more and more younger folk that have, I hate saying younger folk. Good Lord, that sounds so cringe. Am I the boomer? It's me. I'm the boomer. Fuck. Anyway, there's a lot of younger cats that are now getting into firearms that were raised on the internet, and the only thing they've ever known is the internet. The only thing that they've ever known is social media, is video games, is movies, the whippersnappers, and so a lot of them they are completely disconnected. They're disassociated with reality. Where is Risky Krisky? Why the fuck do you guys always ask me? I don't know. I have no idea. I never even did a collab with him. I tried to do a collab with him, and he wouldn't come out. Dude thinks culture happens in a vacuum. I don't know if we're talking about me or not. I don't know. Risky Krisky is how I found this channel. Oh, well, that's cool, but I don't know. The last that I heard, Risky Krisky had given up on social media and was doing his own thing. For the tourniquet, got a good recommendation site to buy from. Actually, yes, Refuge Medical. I am not sponsored by them. I used to be sponsored by. Actually, you know what? My code might still be active. I don't know. I would be surprised if they didn't deactivate. They should have deactivated my code by now. But I used to be sponsored by Refuge Medical. I still carry their medical supplies. I still rep their supplies. Bear Independent did a shout out for me on one of his YouTube videos recently. So we're clearly still cool. I would absolutely love to start reselling medical supplies and keeping tourniquets in stock. Hey Jax, that's something we should get on. Carrying TQs. Yeah. Like real TQs, not from China, that is. Yeah, absolutely. Sitting at work, truck on D2 watching this, have $5. Aw, you silly. As a gunsmith, I definitely feel like there has been some severe desensitization for me since I haven't trained with them while exhausted before. Yes, no, absolutely. It's so easy to get desensitized to firearm safety. It's so unbelievably easy to get desensitized to this, especially when you're around it all the fucking time. It's so easy to get desensitized and to get, out of the frame of mind that, these aren't toys. that these are weapons and that you can absolutely hurt other people. And I hate being like sounding like the cringe boomer, when I'm ranting about this. But unfortunately, like I was saying, that when people are coming out to my open events and people are coming in and training with me, that it's not just putting my own life at stake. It's putting everything that I've built and done at stake if someone were to hurt somebody else, or if I was to hurt somebody else, or somebody was to hurt me. Like, there's so much on the line. So going forward, I'm just going to be significantly more careful. I'm going to have to be on people just way more about making sure that dudes are safe and there's rounds out of chambers, and that yada 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 yada, or dudes aren't bringing guns at all, et cetera, et cetera. Thoughts on Alaska? I don't know why I get asked this question so often. I think that Alaska is in fact a state. It 100%. I believe through and through that Alaska is a state. I hope that Alaska continues being a state. And you know what? Good for Alaska being a state. I don't know what you want me to say about Alaska. I've never been. I don't know about Alaska. But hey, if you guys didn't notice, I got a new headset. I spent like $150 on it, and so far it's significantly more comfortable. I'm really liking this headset so far. West of Beowulf of Westfold, which I feel like I say wrong like every single time, sent $2. You are right on more people need to talk about it. Yeah, no, it's definitely people need to talk more about safety and less about joking and having fun. But at the same time, it's like, who wants to be the fun police? Who wants to be the fun police to tell people to stop having fun? I suppose, which it's not what I'm intending to do, but I guess that's technically what I am doing, is telling people to stop having fun. You dang on kids, you young whippersnappers, and you're having fun and whatnot. You should knock that off right now. I do declare, I do say. I will say though, it's fascinating to me, and I really just did not expect at all that anyone would even want to listen to my dumbass rant on live streams to begin with. So that's it's fascinating to me that we're even here. This is cool, but it is fascinating to me. Alaska supremacy. Sure, I have no opinion. I'm sorry to say, my guy. But I have no opinion when it comes to Alaska. If that is where you want to live, if whatever state you want to live in is the state that you want to live in, and that's the place that you want to be, do it up, hoss. Do your thing. Even if you want to live in places that don't exist, like Ohio. If you want to live in Ohio, I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to stop you. Do your thing. Have fun. Have a time. Opinion on these. I don't click links that people send me. So, no. Pass. I'm not going to do it. I know Washington expats. It's much better here. Okay. Then, stay there, man. No, I refuse to leave Ohio out of it. I'm going to make fun of Ohio at every opportunity that I possibly can, because Ohio doesn't exist. Stop pretending and gaslighting me that Ohio exists. I'm not going to let you do it. You cannot try to tell me with a straight face that Ohio is real. I'm not going to hear it. Okay? Just no. You can't do that to me. You're not going to be able to gaslight me. Not on this one. No. I'm moving out of Ohio this weekend. Good. You should. You should move out of Ohio and go to somewhere that actually exists. A real place. Ohio has a pretty good community for FTX's trainings and comps. I don't believe you. It's not possible. There's nothing there to be good. So why are you lying to me right now? Right there. I bet I'm just being gaslit, okay? There's no way. I'm not accepting it. No. Ohio malicious supremacy. See, I don't even know where you're talking about. It's got to be somewhere else. That's, maybe Illinois. love saying things wrong because it pisses people off and it's entertaining. I love saying Illinois. It's just, is Indiana a myth? No, Indiana's real. Indiana's absolutely real, but Ohio's not. I don't know. We were going to do a Flectarn sale for the entirety of this stream, but I don't know if that actually got put into place. We're going to find out momentarily if the Flectarn sale is live. I told Ian to do it, but I don't know if it happened. Ohio. It's not. No, Ohio's not real. I refuse to believe that Ohio is real. Hey, on a completely different note, something that I learned from my power going out recently is that Steam Decks are not it for power outages. If you guys were not tracking, if you guys were thinking about some sort of preparation for entertainment if the power goes out beyond, clearly a deck of cards or, like puzzle games or anything like that, I learned from this last power outage that Steam Decks take a lot of power, and that Steam Decks, they just really are not the best, like, shit hits the fan plan. They just, man, do they suck energy. So I was I've been trying out, like, going back to the Game Boys and the Game Boy SPs and the Game Boy Colors. And another thing that I found with that is that not only do Game Boys really, really do terribly in the cold, but the issue with that is that a lot of the Game Boys, or at least the original ones, they haven't aged very well, and a lot of them are like surprisingly glitchy. Like the old Game Boys, I mean, they're as cool as it is and as nostalgic as it is, and I would really like to find a Game Boy that like works really well. They're just, so far in my experience, they've been really surprisingly glitchy. And yeah, I realize that I could just, convert it from the in my Suburban, but nonetheless. So something that I actually went and picked up this morning is I picked up a Nintendo Switch, which you know what? I found one at a local pawn shop, which I stopped off to get some stuff for the fuck bin, and they had a Nintendo Switch on sale, and then I got a second controller for it, and I'm gonna try this out, because you can get like all the like Nintendo games and whatnot on a Switch, and then you can have like Minecraft and all of that. So for like prepping specifically, I'm gonna see how the Nintendo Switch does and what the battery life on this is, and like entertainment for multiple people. Also being able to play like like power outage and whatnot, and being able to play like Mario parties and shit like that. But we'll see how it works. We active?
Flectard.
Perfect. Is it with the code then?
No code, just add the card until 8 o'clock tonight.
Okay, until 8 o'clock tonight, we have Flectard sale going on. So all 20? 15% off all Flectarn until 8 o'clock tonight if you guys are trying to get some Flectarn. Yeah, I would really like to go back to a Game Boy SP, and I'm not trying to do like an emulator or anything like that. I know you can do emulator. The biggest thing that I'm thinking about is trying to have simple tech that if the power goes out, that you can use long term without using too much power, and being able to entertain multiple people. And that's something that I'm trying to dig into a little bit more. So that's why I went with a Nintendo Switch. That and like buying it like for all of this, I spent like $200. So we'll see how it works. I don't know. Are emulators even worth it anymore with how legitious Nintendo is? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Yeah, no, the battery life on a Game Boy is going to be significantly better. The only issue with the Game Boy, like I was saying, was just that they were so glitchy. You can still buy Raspberry Pi kits with emulators. Really? I wonder what the battery life on. And once again, like the biggest thing that I'm trying to think here is just power going out for long term, and what am I going to be able to recharge with like a solar panel or like a battery pack? What am I going to be able to recharge with, really easily, and be able to keep entertainment going, for myself, women, children, that's something that, I'm trying. And not only that, but like simple mobile entertainment as well. Entertainment that's, not going to take a ton of battery life, doesn't need a generator to keep it running. So that's something that, I'm thinking about of just how am I going to be able to entertain. Also, LOL, you guys fucked up the end chain again because you guys suck at this. Instruments are also really good. Interesting. Yeah, no, I could see that. I could see instruments being useful, but yeah, the biggest thing when it comes to prepping, is just thinking up like different ways of being able to entertain people. I think that's something that not enough people take into consideration is prepping entertainment supplies, and also. Not saying there's anything necessarily wrong with just being bored, and I'm not trying to say there is anything wrong with being bored, but that's something that since I have the time and the money. Are you into gas storage? No, propane over gas. I would rather stock propane over gas for sure. Something that I would also love is being able to have at least one vehicle that's propane converted. That would be so fucking cool. But that's a different project for a different time. Yeah, biodiesel is also not something that would be a bad thing to get into, but one project at a time. Like I said, oh no, I'm not saying I've stocked so many books. I have so many books. Like I'm saying, I'm trying to think of different forms of entertainment. Being able to have different avenues of approach, and even if it's just like once a day in the evening, playing like a half an hour or an hour of like Mario Kart. Or like hell, even like a movie a week. My thing when it comes to prepping right now is that for the most part, I think that I have food and water pretty much covered, at least for like 6 months. Like I'm at like 6 months to a year, give or take. Depends on how fat and sassy you're trying to get, but yeah, I'm just thinking of different forms of entertainment and make your kids draw range cards based and range card pilled. And if you guys don't have range cards and you guys don't know what a range card is, I do highly recommend, buying a set of range cards and starting to train that up. I did a YouTube video, oh man, that'd be like 2 years ago on range cards. That probably wouldn't be a bad thing to bring back of going over range cards. I need to get on the board games more. You absolutely do. Board games are huge. I mean, I've got so many board games at my house, and like I said, buying a Nintendo Switch was just like another thing. It was just one more thing that I was thinking of. Like, oh, you know what? This isn't it's not like a large buy-in. I mean, hell, a Game Boy SP right now is like $160. So being able to get a Nintendo Switch plus a backup controller for $200 for both of them. I mean, that's just a damn good deal. That's another thing. I don't think enough people really appreciate used equipment and used gear and used clothing. I mean, oh, okay, that makes sense. I sell military surplus. Yeah, I would have that take, wouldn't I? Hey, did I mention that all Flectarn on my website is currently 15% off? Did I mention that? That's a great segue. I'm good at running a company. I'm proud of me. R36 emulators is like $25. I don't know what that is. Couldn't tell you what that is. Sorry. Coloring book. Oh yeah, coloring books. That's all. You know what? I might have to get some more coloring books. That is not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. Do you guys know that they make like the adult coloring books? That was something that I was flirting around with of like making like ODGG branded like adult coloring books. That'd just be fun. I don't know who the fuck would buy them. Probably more autists, but I think that would be fun. The R34 is cheaper. Okay. Once again, I'm not autistic enough to know what any of that is. Coloring books won't work if you have Marines in your group. Yeah, because they're not going to be able to stay in the lines. Yeah, no, I have multiple chessboards, and chessboards is another thing that you can like have like, oh man, chessboard, you can have hours and hours and hours and hours of entertainment with. And if you can get like one of the bulk packs of like the chessboard, and then checkers, tic-tac-toe, and then I like Chinese checkers as well. I know that like some people, talk shit on the Chinese checkers, but I think it's a fun one. Today is my daughter's 2nd birthday, and me and my wife have gotten her quite a handful of coloring books since she loves them so much. Based and wholesome and coloring book pilled. Yeah, no. Coloring books, I've noticed that, like, no, I guess that isn't probably, nope. I am not a Cards Against Humanity fan. That is a big thumbs down on Cards Against Humanity for me. Cards Against Humanity is unbelievably degenerate. There is a lot of cards in the Cards Against Humanity pack that also leans in the pedophilic direction. There's some weird shit in the Cards Against Humanity packs. Also the expansion packs. Dude, there's some weird shit in there. I do not recommend, and I don't support Cards Against Humanity. I burned all the Cards Against Humanity decks that I had. Those are just fucking weird, man. There's some combinations and there's some cards in there that are just nope, hard no for me. The alternative name to Cards Against Humanity is the Talmud. I don't know if they're correlated, but yeah, I was not a fan of Cards Against Humanity after I started like asking questions and like becoming a little bit more self-aware to the evil in the world. Uno's a good one. I like Uno. Yeah, there's a lot of board games that are unbelievably like Catan. Catan's a good one. Let's see, another one. Ticket to Ride. Ticket to Ride's probably my favorite board game. Right behind Risk. I like Risk a lot. There's Axis and Allies. That's another good board game. There's a lot of board games that are just like very much underappreciated. But then again, I guess in the modern day and age, like the only people that are really playing board games anymore are like the Magic and Gathering people, the 40K people, and then what's the other one that people are usually playing? Like the nerds. Oh, yeah, Pokemon, I guess. But no, it's did I say Dungeons and Dragons? Dungeons and Dragons. That's another one. Yeah, I think the majority of people that are still playing board games are like it's either like people that are like comedically in shape or like comedically like goobers, and it doesn't really seem like there's a huge in between. It's like the most like ripped, shredded, hardcore guys that are like into like only anime in the gym, and then just like your fat, doofy neckbeard people, and it's like it almost. Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh man, I forgot. Do people still play Yu-Gi-Oh? Is that a fucking thing? I mean, I know that like Moist Critical did a video not too long ago talking about the issue with Pokemon cards and how many people are like stealing Pokemon cards to like resell them, which like would have never thought. There was actually back in like it was like the early days of COVID. There was a guy that I lifted with, and his entire job was buying, selling, and trading Pokemon cards. Like that's all he did. All he did was lift weights, and then he bought, sold, and trade Pokemon cards. That's absolutely wild to me. That like the concept that Pokemon cards could be like an entire job. My wife has a best friend who plays Yu-Gi-Oh! Every week. Okay, I guess Yu-Gi-Oh! Is still a thing. Huh. Yeah, I guess that's, I can't say that I'm, like, too surprised, but at the same time, my original base set of Pokemon cards are worth a lot. I bet they are. I bet the original Pokemon cards are worth so fucking much now. Man, it's so wild, like, how many dumb things like that, or it's like, if we would have held on to it from back in the day, that, it would have been worth so much now. It's kind of like the same thing of, like, Bitcoin, right? Of, like, not... So many of us didn't realize how worthful that Bitcoin was going to wind up being. It's like, if I would have bought back in the day... Dragon Ball Z. Are there Dragon Ball Z cards? Is that a thing? Somebody's probably gonna get mad at me for that. I know so little about Dragon Ball Z. I'm gonna be fucking completely real with you. I have a trash bag full of Pokemon cards to Goodwill. Oh, I gave a trash bag full of Pokemon cards to Goodwill. Oof. I wonder if there was anything useful in there. Like, could you imagine like finding out like that there was like some card that was worth like thousands and thousands of dollars that you just gave to Goodwill? Oh man, that'd be so fucking annoying. Yeah, that was actually something we were talking about, was taking Bitcoin as like currency with surplus, which I don't know if like that's the like a company Bitcoin wallet is that's a wild fucking concept to me. That is an absolute wild concept to me, of having a company Bitcoin wallet. But hey, you know what? If it works, it works. Nah, I graded out my cards. Oh, okay. That makes sense then. Disregard last. I'm wondering if this lava lamp's going to get going, or if I'm just going to wind up getting made fun of again for my lava lamps sucking, and my lava lamps just comedically sucking. I just can't win, guys. I just can't win. It's never been so ogre when it comes to lava lamps. Years ago, my grandmother threw away my shoebox full of Mickey Mantle cards that belonged to my dad. Big oof. Big oof. Oh, you got the purple already? Yeah, I got the purple already. It's Amazon. It's fucking next day shipping. You buy anything, it's like next fucking day. Well, not anything. A lot of shit. Especially in the Pacific Northwest. Like, there's so many fucking Amazon hubs near me. It's ridiculous how many Amazon hubs there are in me. Like we're within, I mean, even right now, we're like, there's like 3 warehouses that are within like a fucking mile of us from where we're at right now. But I don't have it shipped to the fucking, well, there's some things I have shipped to the warehouse, some things I have just shipped straight to my house. I got a sea bag from the fuck bin. It had a traditional surplus baby vomit diaper full of hate smell. Took 1 month outside completely. What? Like it smelled like a diaper? Because there's no way there was a diaper in it. Yeah, no, there's no way. Nonetheless, if you guys weren't tracking, fuck bin tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific time. The inside stunk. Yeah, the inside of like every waterproof, like especially the surplus waterproof things. Like, yeah, they just wind up smelling bad. That's just the thing. But tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific time, we're doing another round of the fuck bin. This time we have a 6mm arc upper with a big old heckin' Arkin hunting scope on it. We have a 5x25x56 hunting scope, which if you guys didn't know, it's a pretty, like, honestly, like the eye relief on that thing is just fantastic. We were gonna take it out and do some shooting content, and then we were looking at it and we realized that the entire upper is it's never been shot before, and it's just like, you know what? No, let's just keep it. Let's just keep it the way as. We got it used, and we're like, you know what? That'd be pretty cool to take it out shooting. It's like, or we could just keep it as is. Of like, hey, would you like this brand new upper? Stop farting in the bins. No. If I can ask, and assuming it somehow works, what was your old promo code for Refuge? It was Monkey. It was Monkey in all caps, so MONKE was my old promo code. I have no idea if it's still active though. That would have been like 3 or 4 years ago. So if that is still active, that'd be fucking hilarious if they still have that on the books. I mean, like, that would be awesome if that. Hopefully, the code works for you. I doubt it. I doubt it does. Actually, I think the Tarbur's code is still active with us. Even, I'm pretty sure the Tarbur's code is still active with us. All roads lead to Rome. I'm not sure if that was in context or if that was just. Is 6mm arc decent for defense? I mean, yeah, that's gonna be fantastic for defense. It's more for hunting, but I mean, like, yeah, it would work for defense. That's an expensive round. I'm gonna be honest with you. Advice on sizing for the new Flecktarn parkas. As far as, like, what do you mean? They so far they all run pretty big. Their parkas. Like, I mean, I'm wearing a medium right now, and like I usually wear a medium or large, and like this is how big it is on me. Like, and that's a medium. This is a size 7 that I'm wearing, and usually I'm like back and forth between rocking a medium or large coat. Normally I wear a large coat, but like, yeah, no, these parkas run fucking big, man. And like, you got your flask pocket right here, and then in this pocket I have a map marker, a Sharpie. There's actually like a liner in here for your pens and pencils, and I keep my little notebook right here, and then I have my my little scale protractor. But yeah, no, these parkas, we took these off inventory, some of these off inventory for the employees, and this is our new weather uniform, or cold weather uniform, I guess. I don't know. And then I got the little ATS patch right there and the professional retard patch. Yeah, man, these are fucking hot. You got the German flag on both sides, and these are currently 15% off. Go buy you one, or don't, whatever. Once again, this is the GR7, and this fits me pretty damn well. I weigh 185 last time I weighed myself. I know I'm fat. I'm just going to run about it. Are you at any point thinking about producing your own gear? Actually, I am 5'10". We are in the process of looking into buying some machinery and OEMing our own parts, and getting into making our own heckin' things. I don't really know if I want to get into textiles and sewing. I've dabbled in that, and I'm just not the biggest fan of it so far. There's so much that goes into textiles. There is so much that goes into trying to get material. You have to worry about tariffs a lot, trying to get material, trying to get different camouflages. It's really fucking challenging trying to get camouflages to make new equipment. You have to pay multiple people to sew. You have a lot of lead times. There is like sewing like a company that's got sewing down is just like that. That's fucking amazing. But yeah, no, that's a hard industry to be in, and I'm going to my plan right now is to start making parts in house. There's a lot of like small rifle accessories that I want to make. There is some, and I'm not trying to give away too much. There's like some like small fun like dumb things that I want to make. There's like some camping accessories that I'd really like to make, like pocket stoves and shit like that. I'd really love to get down into that and like making like lightweight pocket stoves that have like multiple uses. So there are things that I'm looking at OEMing, but as far as like making my own gear, maybe not. I wouldn't mind like trying to get into, and I don't know how much it would take, but it's something I would love to do, is like getting new frames for the Molly 2s. If there's some way that I can make my own like ultra lightweight frames for the Molly 2s, that would be fucking amazing. If there was some way that I could make like a drop-in frame for the Marine and the Army assault packs, that is something that I would fucking love to do. Drop-in frames would be really, really, really fucking cool. That would be a game changer for me, especially because I love smaller packs. The biggest issue is, like the vast majority of assault packs don't have frames. And there's a lot of smaller stuff that I'm putting in. There's so much that I really don't need a full rucksack for. Like a full 65-liter rucksack a lot of the times just isn't the best. Yeah, I know a lot of people like Alice. I just, never really was a fan of Alice. And that's just, shitter's preference. Yeah, no, there's a lot of gear that I would love to make, But it's gonna get into there's so much money in startups. There's so much money in trying to get a new branch of your company or trying to start a new company. There's so much that goes into it, and I don't think enough people understand how time consuming and how frustrating trying to branch out and do new things in. Medium rucks are fantastic. One of the biggest issues with the medium rucks, though, is that the U.S. Army medium rucks have angled frames, and they are designed to be worn with armor. So if you're wearing a medium ruck without armor, you're going to kind of like naturally like hunch forward a little bit. And that is one of my biggest complaints about the medium rucks. I do wish that they would come out with a straight frame for those. And the cool thing about the medium rucks is that they do have a like drop-in frame. So theoretically speaking, you could somewhat easily, and once again, theoretically and somewhat, you could make a straight frame as opposed to the angle frames for the medium rucks. Once again, technically speaking, that would be something that would be really cool to get into, of making like ultra lightweight frames for a lot of the surplus that I already sell. That would be fucking awesome. Yeah, no, I'm just not a big fan of the Alice packs. You know, we sell them, we get them in here and there, and a lot of people love them, a lot of people swear by them, but I'm just not the biggest fan. Do all these new 22 mag pistols have any practical field use? I don't know. Beyond like hunting, not really. I mean, at least not in my opinion. There's probably people that are more experienced than me in that realm that might say otherwise. But for me, 22 handguns are mostly either going to be plinking, so having fun. 22 handguns are going to be for trying to cheaply train with a handgun. Hold on. Yes. That's too funny. 22 mag is basically just slightly cheaper 5.7. Yeah, that's what a lot of people have said, but oh man, those 5.7 handguns that Kel-Tec came out with that hold like 25 rounds or some shit like that. That is like the top loaded ones. That is something that I would really like to mess around with and get better at. Oh yeah, that's another thing for the this Switch. I'm gonna have to look into buying game cards because I really don't want to download games. I fucking hate downloading games, man. I loathe downloading games. Oh, you know what? We should tell Ian to get food. Because I'm a fatty patty that likes food. Ian, get food, nigga. Oh, we should do the Glock switch. No, once again, we've been over it. I'm white, so no Glock switchy here. Full auto Glocks are fucking stupid. You gonna host a Spurg game night? I have before. I've hosted a LAN party here. It was an open invite LAN party. Yeah, that's something we should do again. There was actually I was talking about this recently of doing like a prepping kind of like meet and greet. Like that would be really cool. I would definitely be down for some sort of like either like a food co-op or like a meet and greet. I would like to do like some sort of like community outreach kind of thing, and it could even be here at the warehouse of anyone that's local that's struggling, needs food, etc. like that follows me. And anyone that's like well off that wants to stop off and donate food, we're gonna have to. And I need to hit up my burger, fries, shake, not fires. I don't want Ian to bring back fries, not fire. Yeah, we need to get going on our nonprofit to make sure that we don't get fucked in the ass legally by doing like donations and shit like that. But that'd be something really cool locally of being able to do some sort of local networking and get together. And I don't know, man. That's something we've talked about it. It's definitely something that I would love to do. That I'm a chef. I would love to come help. Want to do a food meet and greet or community outreach thing. That would be really, really fucking cool. I think that would probably be the and we were talking about maybe trying to get the like vendors out because we could do it any time of year, technically speaking. I mean, like if we host it in the back of the warehouse, we could easily do a large meet and greet here locally. And something that I've been trying to get at is that not everyone needs to be the most hardcore door kicker. Not everyone needs to come out and do a 20-mile ruck march with me. Not everyone needs to come out to PT. So, people can still be huge assets, even if they're, not like the most physically fit person in the history of forever. Yo, live feed cool. What's your stance on the Nog Wars just for funsies? I don't like those fucking Noggers. No, I like, in all honesty, I like eggnog. I don't give a fuck about the Nog Wars shit. I wish that people actually fucking cared about real things. And once again, it just sounds like I'm being the fucking fun police. So I've been kind of staying out of it for the most part because I don't want to be the fun police. But, for the most part, I don't give a fuck about the Nog Wars. I think it's fucking stupid, and I wish people cared about things that mattered. So it just frustrates me. So I've been staying out of it for the most part. Yeah, not trying to be a Debbie Downer or anything like that. Hello, welcome to the stream. Oh, see, that's something else. We were talking about of wanting to facilitate classes, and that's something that I would love to do. Is like start another company, like specifically a training company, and being able to facilitate and host classes, and bring in instructors to teach classes. That is something that I would absolutely love to fucking do. The biggest issue with like as soon as money is exchanged when it comes to classes and when it comes to training, then you have a lot of legal liabilities that you have to take into consideration, and that can get messy very quick. You have a lot of insurance that you have to worry about, and the biggest thing when it comes to all of like my open events that I'm hosting and the open PTs is there's no money exchanged. It's all free, and you can come to it, and you can leave when you can show up when you want, you can leave when you want. No one's forcing you to be there, and because there's no money exchanged, I'm able to skirt a lot of potential liability that way. And as soon as money starts getting transferred, you have to have a lot of insurances in hand, and you have to have so many other things that you have to take into consideration. So it's not necessarily something that I am never going to do. It's just that I would like to be very cautious and careful about getting into. Even with the physical copies, Switch still requires a download. Also, how much propane does you store? I do not store nearly enough propane, and something that I've actually been looking into is buying larger tanks to put on my property. I would really like to get one of the the 250, 500, or even 1,000 gallon tanks installed on my property. And then I also understand that once you get into that you have to then have like designated locations for it, and then you have to have like bring somebody out to refill it. And I've been mostly trying to stay with like mobile propane and just having the smaller tanks, so then I can just take it into town and get them refilled. I'll do it for free. So you know what? Maybe that's just something that we're gonna have to do then. Is hosting classes locally. And, any instructor that wants to come out and host a class for free just for publicity's sake. And then, we could live stream the class or make a YouTube video out of it. That's something I'd be open to, of using using my warehouse space of, hosting classes and trying to get more information and dive more into community outreach. I would absolutely be down for that. And I think probably the best way to do that is going to be some type of it's gonna have to be free, unfortunately. I mean, until we can get into like the legal liabilities and all that bullshit, or like a non-profit or something like that. But that's lame that even with physical copies you still have to require a download. Feels like the exact same as and I was thinking that you could get around it. Mind you, this was kind of like like just a random purchase. I was like, I'm there. Yeah, I just got paid by YouTube. Fuck it, I'll use some YouTube money. I was an instructor for land nav in the Marine Corps for recruits. I'd love to do it just for the hell of it. I've also hosted many a land nav course, and I fucking love teaching land nav. I wish that more people were interested in land nav, and it's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate that, like GPS is as prevalent as it is, and GPS is so easy to use, and so many people don't realize or don't see or don't see the point in why they would ever need to learn or use or train land navigation. It's just like, well, but I have GPS. But why would I ever need to learn land nav when I have GPS on my phone? And that's actually made selling like protractors, right? Like that has made selling protractors a bit of a challenge. Even though I'm out in the mountains and I'm training with these, it's made selling land navigation supplies, and it's made like land navigation content and hosting land navigation events. It's made it very challenging. I actually have 2 land navigation videos on my YouTube channel if you guys would like to go watch that, or not, whatever, go fuck yourself. What's the handle of your Telegram so I can send you a message? It should just be the PNW Guerrilla. I don't think it's... Yeah, it should just be PNW Guerrilla. Yep. Nope. Spelt the exact same. Just PNW and then just like Guerrilla Warfare. And then it's going to say the fan cult chat, because people kept saying that we were cultists, so I just said that it's a fan cult now. It's hilarious how many people don't understand that like Telegram channels aren't like a group chat. A lot of people, like I've noticed, like a lot of people on like Twitter and like Redditors don't understand that my Telegram channel is just another social media, and like you can follow my Telegram channel and you can see my posts from Telegram, and it's not like a closed thing. Anyone can join it. And like people are like asking me to like, release my Telegram logs, and I'm just like, it's all out. It's right there, bud. Like anybody can go in there. It's a open chat that anybody can join. We'll kick you if you bring a cockfag, but like anybody can join it. Do you feel like land navigation is useful outside of the woods or rural settings? Absolutely. Absolutely, land navigation is useful. It's incredible how many people are so unbelievably reliant on GPS. I mean, even in urban environments, how many people actually know, like the names of the roads around them? Not that they just live on, but how many people know the names of the roads around them? How many people know alternate routes? Knowing land navigation and having maps of your surrounding area to get you from home to work, no, absolutely, land navigation is useful outside of the mountains, and I firmly believe that, inside and out, and this, like we've been talking about in a couple of the streams recently, is that, all of this technology, all of this power, this is all finite. There's no way that this can all last forever. It is not possible that all of this can last forever. We're kind of we're in late stage capitalism right now. I mean, like if you guys ever played the game Monopoly, I mean, we're in late game Monopoly, where the guys that have the most money are starting to, get all of their hotels together and are starting to buy out all the other players. And the grid, so to speak, it was not made for all of this. It was not made for how many hotels and houses are currently on the board. And the banks are making up more hotels and houses. once again, I'm very aware that I'm using Monopoly analogy here, but hopefully some people understand it. But no, land navigation is very useful, and I think a lot of old tech is very useful, and that's like I said, and that's one reason that I'm trying to dabble around with old tech and with like the old Game Boys and the old Nintendo Switches, of just trying out old things and seeing how they work. Because why not? Why not? I'm also thinking about doing like a sort of like tech YouTube channel, but we'll see where it goes. Are you panic buying Glock? No, I'm not. I might get another Glock. I mean, there's still so many on the market. I might get another one, but it's like I've got like 4 Glocks already. It's like, do I need another one? I mean, even if the prices do go up, I mean, like, Hunt a tree militia here. Jessica Messer has said that like 5 times. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, and I don't know what that would mean, but good for you. Proud of you. Yeah, no, panic buying is absolutely hilarious. I don't need more Glocks. I really don't need more Glocks. I have 4 Glocks already. 4? 5? I have 4 or 5 Glocks. I don't need another one just because, like they're switching the models. It's not like the used ones are going away. Like, in no way are the used Glocks going away. Look up Hunt Tree Militia on Wiki. No. I don't want to. I refuse. Host an adventure race to get people into land nav. Dude, I've hosted so many land nav events. And the last land navigation event that I hosted that anyone could come out to, I think I had like 2 people come out to it that I'd never seen before. Everyone else is like people that I already trained with, and I was just like, well, this was kind of a bust. And hosting open events like that, I mean, because land navigation of every Tarbers, hi Fwan, of every event that you could host, land navigation so far takes the most time, and I have to put the most effort into hosting a land navigation event, because the next, or the day before or the week before or whatever, I have to go out and I have to plot all of those points. So a land navigation event for me, it's not just the event. I mean, one land navigation event, I'm putting 3 days of effort into going out in the mountains. And because usually, well, with land nav as well, we'll do a day portion and a night portion. So what that means is that for one land nav event, for me to host one single land nav event, that is now taking 3 days out of my time to host an open event. Whereas, like a bushcraft event or like a 20-mile ruck event, I'm out there also enjoying this. I'm also out there doing it. A land navigation event, however, I am hosting it, and I have to teach an entire class, right? Because the vast majority of people, I'll put out, like prerequisite watching of like, hey, you need to watch my YouTube video before you come out to this. And then people come out to it, and we're out in the middle of fuck all nowhere, and they didn't watch the fucking video. So I have 2 people that show up. One of them didn't watch the fucking video. And then what am I supposed to do? Turn the other guy away? And now I got 1 dude, like watching or training and trying to host open events, specifically in land navigation, is a pain in the ass. Now, I have had land navigation events that I've hosted that were just like knocked out of the park, absolutely fantastic, extremely happy that I did it, good time. And then I've also had land navigation events where it was just like, why do I host open events? Like there's those events like every now and then where it makes us all just sit down and just like, why are we even fucking doing this, man? Like, what is the point of all of this? Like, fuck this is, and it gets you down, it beats you down. I'm not even gonna lie. There are some events that are extremely frustrating. Does the group do airsoft wars? Yes. Unfortunately, airsoft has just gotten really fucking annoying, especially in the Pacific Northwest. I don't know how many airsoft guns I've now had break and go down, and like it's a fucking money sink, and it's so fucking frustrating being in the middle of an airsoft war, airsoft match, airsoft whatever you want to call it, and then your rifle breaks, and then you have to have an entire backup rifle, and then you're going back and forth through all the matches, and you're trying to like diagnose your airsoft gun, and there's so much from regular guns that does not translate into airsoft guns. And so now you're spending so much money on backup parts and a backup barrel, and you have to upgrade the gearbox, and you have to upgrade, you have to get the right kind of magazines for your gun, and then you have to get the right kind of batteries, and you have to have backup batteries, and then you have to have the mobile charger, and then you have to have this, and you have to have that, and you have to have the right grain of BBs, and then you go to one airsoft field, and oh, fuck you, you had the wrong grain of BBs, and then you go to another airsoft field, and oh, fuck you, you have the wrong eye protection, so you have to go to their specific fucking match store, and you have to buy their BBs, and you have to buy their approved eye protection. And like airsoft it's great training opportunity for like tactics, but another huge issue is that you go to an airsoft event, you have your whole team, and you guys are all taking it very seriously, and then you get matched up with like a bunch of kids or a bunch of autists and goobers that just aren't taking it seriously at fucking all. Or you go to a Milsim event and you guys dedicated time and effort and money to, and like you drive out to somewhere to do to do a airsoft Milsim, and then you get there and the team that you're put in with is, smoking weed and giving weed to minors and giving alcohol to minors. And they're not taking it fucking seriously, and they're not wanting to do anything with tactics. They're just fucking off and having a good time, and this is just kind of like a fuck off thing to them, and you're trying to take it seriously. And airsoft, it's just fucking frustrating. It's extremely frustrating. It's not that it can't be great training value, because it absolutely can. But it is extremely fucking frustrating if the right boxes aren't fucking checked. It's just aggravating. It's just aggravating. So for the most part, we have chose to train amongst ourselves and trying to, take everything seriously. And more often than not, we find ourselves using blanks and a couple of airsoft guns. Because, airsoft training with people that you don't know is just fucking frustrating. All right, Tarver said, I don't host open events anymore. To be honest, haven't for over a year. Yeah, no. Open events are frustrating. They're extremely, extremely fucking frustrating. If you guys tuned in the beginning of the stream, I've had multiple events now of guys coming out and not having nearly enough training as the rest of us, and not taking things seriously, or they're so untrained that they're so tired and so beat down by what we're doing that they don't even realize that they're not taking it seriously, just because they don't have all that muscle memory, because they haven't trained. So when they get tired, they start making mistakes that put other people's lives in at jeopardy and in risk. And I've had this so many times over the course of the last 6 years now that I've been hosting open events, that when you start hosting open events, when you're out in the mountains and you have firearms and you have people that you don't know, things get potentially really, really dangerous. And I've gotten so much fucking hate on Twitter. Oh my God, I've gotten so much hate on Twitter for saying that I don't want single women to come out to my events, especially if they're by themselves and they don't have a male chaperone that loves and will take care of them and watch over them. And it's not to say that, women can't come out. I don't know how many times I've had to fucking say this before, like the fucking Spurgs and the autists will actually finally listen. It's just that, like biologically speaking, yes, women are weaker than men. And if I'm having a 20-mile ruck march where, men are spanning out, across miles and miles and miles, I don't want that to come back on me of a woman. And even if it was true or if it was fake, but I don't want that to come back on me of, a woman that got, SA'd. And like, that's the last thing that I fucking want. Have open events led to any recruitment? Yes, 100% of my recruitment into training with me is from open events and PT. 100%. All of my recruiting into training with me and going to FTXs with me comes from open events and from PT. PT is usually the starting point. If you guys want to come train with me, it's all of my recruiting is done through you coming out and working out with me every week, or coming out to the open events, the open 20 miles, the open bushcrafts. Like, how else do you think we would vet you? It's you coming out and hanging out with us, and we see that, oh, cool, this is a guy that wants to take training seriously, or does take training seriously, and wants to, be a part of the group. Women too. No. Women are not allowed in my internal group. Be as mad at me as you want. No, absolutely not. This is a man's space. Women are allowed at open events if you have a male chaperone. As far as the internal group goes, no. This is a male space, and women are not going to, take that over. I don't care how upset you get by it. Just no. If you want a women's group, then go start a women's group. If you want a group that allows women in it, then go be a part of a group that allows women in it. But the dynamic changes significantly once you have women around, especially with internal groups, especially if we're trying to take things harder, go faster, go stronger. Women get offended a lot easier. Like, just no. Men need men's only spaces, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing against women at all, but men need men's only spaces, and that will continue being what my training group is. It is no girls allowed. I'm upset. Where are the leather patches? You know what? Yeah, I need to bring those back. Women are your biggest fed. I don't know about that. I mean, maybe. I mean, who's the that one guy that had the quote of women are the biggest asset to the party, and that women above everyone else are going to turn you in. I forget who it was. Oh wow, Pathfinder has a huge selection of cooking kits now. I don't know what that means. Fuck. Okay. Yeah. I need to start taking notes while I'm on while doing patches. Jeez. I need to start taking notes while I'm doing live streams. Leather patches. All right. I'm gonna message that guy after the stream. Was that in 1984? Was that the quote from 1984? Was that women were the best asset of the party? I don't remember that was from 1984. Good quote, though. I mean, it sucks, but, this is what it is. Women are influenced very, very easily by the government. Women are influenced very easily by propaganda. Hell, look at how many abortions have taken place in the last 40 years. Look at how many women have turned to feminism. Look at how many women have turned to woke culture. And actually, that's another thing. The snitch list that got doxxed in, I believe it was 2022. The snitch list in Washington State got doxxed. Of everyone that had snitched to the government, of people not obeying by the COVID restrictions and the lockdowns, and it was like 90-something% women that were snitching, and so that's something you have to take into consideration of, like, shit hits the fan, or like if there's really, really hardcore government overreach. And it's probably going to be mostly elderly women. Your neighbors. The elderly women that are your neighbors that are going to be snitching on you. That are going to be calling you in. It's okay. Most of us internet experts are afraid of women anyways. The fuck bins already sold out. The fuck bins are not available until tomorrow at 3 p.m. When are we getting surplus Mark V Milner body armor? Power armor. Dude, that'd be based. That'd be fucking based. It's always the women and above all the young ones who were the most bigoted adherents of the party, the swallowers of slogans, the amateur spies, and nosers out of unorthodoxy. George Orwell. There it is. I mean, and a lot of people might take that as, that like, oh, well, that's just fiction. And it's like, George Orwell is kind of on the nose about a lot of fucking things. A lot of things. Yes, 3 p.m. tomorrow, Pacific time. Everyone, we are going by my time because I'm the one in charge of this. So it's my time that we're talking about. Once again, if you guys were not tracking, all Flectarn on the website is currently 15% off until 8 p.m. Pacific time. No, I thought the lockdowns were fun, dude. Oh, man, the COVID lockdowns were, that was amazing. The roads were fucking clear. The stores were clear. Like, you could just go out in the mountains and no one was out there. No one was on the hiking trails. Like, like the COVID lockdowns were I made a lot of friends during the COVID lockdowns too. Like, that was like the height of like my training group, like ODGG. That was the fucking height. Was the COVID lockdowns. And oh man, the like so many people had nothing better to do than fuck off in the mountains. Oh man, dude, the how many people we got going out to open events during the lockdowns was wild. It was fucking wild. It was so cool. It was so cool how many people we could get out to open events during the lockdowns. It was a lot of fun, honestly. I know a lot of people, they look back at the lockdowns of like, it was the worst time ever. And I was like, dude, I had nothing else to do beyond go to the range, work out, and shit post on the internet. Like, I don't know, for me at least, like the COVID lockdowns were it was very simple. It was easy. I mean, like, sure, it was it was high stress. It was frustrating of like, being told what to do. But I thought it was fun for the most part. Overall, looking back on it, I thought it was fun. Yeah, no, I got let go of my job and I was just, racking in them fucking COVID bucks and just nothing but free time, man. Nothing but fucking free time. During COVID, though, I started working. How many different lava lamps do you have? I have 3 lava lamps currently here at the warehouse. And hopefully this one starts going here soon. Only the cool people came outside. It was fun, though, dude. COVID lockdowns were just fun. Just nothing better to do. I got 10 grand for free. Based. Should I invest in lava lamps? Yeah, dude, shit hits the fan. That's what you need, man. Shit hits the fan. That's it's lava lamps that's actually going to keep you alive. Little did you know. It's endless entertainment right in there. I mean, hell, technically all a lava lamp is just like, it's just one fucking light bulb, right? I mean, like, technically speaking, a lava lamp could probably run for a fucking while, right? I don't know. Maybe that's what we're gonna have to be. What color of lava lamps are the best? I don't know. Hold on, I'll go grab the other ones. I don't have like a preference of which ones are best. Lava lamp show and tell. All right, so we got Blurple here. All right, and you can see it's already starting to go. It's starting to do the lava lamp thing. And then I've got this this yellow, red, and orange one. And then I've got this blue and green one. But currently, I'm rocking this this blue and kind of like blue, green, purple sort of mix. As you guys can see, it's actually starting to fucking go. So, adios until next time. I like the red one. Well, I have the other backup lights en route right now, so maybe in the future we'll have 2 lava lamps going for shits and gigs, because lava lamps are just fun. I like lava lamps. I think this one's my favorite cap. Should we switch it? I don't know, man. I don't know which one I like more. What fits the vibe? I'm thinking black. Drink lava lamps. No, I won't. You know what's funny is that like you guys are sitting here watching me choose. Like imagine sitting here watching somebody else, choose which the best cap of lava lamp. Oh. No, I'm thinking black. Yeah, I just think that looks best. I don't know. Blue cap matches the base. I know it does, but like, I kind of like the black though. I don't know. No. I don't know, man. Maybe we'll keep it there. Make them match, damn it. Yeah, I think we'll just let it match. We'll just let it match. Black gives contrast. See, that's what I was thinking. The black gives like a little bit of contrast. Opinion on EP5. I don't know what that means. You guys need to start being more specific. I'm very uncultured. I'm sorry. I've spent, way too much time out in the mountains. There's so many fucking things that I don't know what's going on. Stop race mixing your lava lamp. See, that's going to upset everybody. It's like having different color uppers and lowers. Can you super jump on Ascension? Duh. Yeah. Dude, thanks for streaming. I'm so bored here at work. I literally have nothing to do with 2 hours and 20 minutes left in my work shift. I'm here for you. And autistically switching out, which cap looks the best on this lava lamp. I'm still thinking that, yeah. I hate to say it, but, I do think, yeah. I like the contrast here. What does 6-7 mean? I don't know. Same, 3 hours left. What shift do you guys are on? Probably different time zones. That makes sense. Yeah, it's actually kind of funny that like I get like better viewership like throughout the day than I do like at night. Which I'm not upset about. Like that makes my life easier. Because, like, that means that I can go home and, like, have time for the gym and have time to, get home by the time, like, dinner's ready. So, like, I'm totally down with streaming during the day. And, like, if people want someone to listen to while they're at work, like, dude, this is, like, a win-win. This is totally a win-win. Yeah, no, I'm perfectly fine streaming from, like, 2 to 5 every day. Like, that's, like, well, maybe not every day. I don't know. But, like, streaming from 2 to 5, that might be the new move. Jim? Who's Jim? Never heard of him. KFC or Church's Chicken? Neither. Ew. I'm not black. So, go ahead and pass. Pass. I get paid to watch your podcast. Well, I'm happy that I can help. That's fucking hilarious though. I'm also getting paid to do this, so everyone's winning. Everyone's winning. Hey, you know what? I had a list of customer things in here that I never finished going over. Are they still here? They're totally still here. All right, guys, what do you think? Should we go back over happy things that my customers have said on our website? Because we still have all these. All right, guys, we're gonna have some fun. I just remembered that these are in here. Oh man, is there heckin' food over there? I'm about to eat food. I'm about to eat food on stream, and people are gonna watch it because they're fucking stupid. Oh, you just dropped a fry. A fucking burger and fries and a shake. Have we never been so back? The levels of back have never hit this hard. I'll trade you. A milkshake for ranch and fry sauce. What flavor did I get?
Banana cream.
Banana cream. Sold.
I heard. Oh yeah, thank you. Help some dude push his car out of the road and block the intersection. And doing that after PT yesterday,
Dude, PT last night was actually like no bullshit. That was a really good workout. I want to try the full challenge next week.
I was so fucking weak after Japan. I was struggling.
Yeah, no, we're definitely gonna have to try that full PT challenge. Like, you know what? I thought it was gonna be worse than it was. I really thought it was. Okay, so last night for PT, we did 4 1-mile circuits. So we would go half mile out, half mile back with a 65-pound pack. And then when we get back, we would do 20 burpees. We would do 20 squats while holding the pack. And then we would do 20 military overhead presses with the pack. And you know what? Honestly, like, it was a damn good workout. Like, I think that if anything, maybe adding a little bit of abs in between each mix would have been the move. But it was a good lift. Walmart rotisserie chicken is the best pre-snack. Maybe. I want to see the emails sent from the Telegram crash out. What? What are we talking about? I don't know what we're talking about. I missed it. All right. I'm going to go in between eating and reading you guys lovely messages that have been sent to my website. Well, actually, technically, these were in the notes section when people make orders. So, we them apes, weeble wobble, but they don't fall down. We are all Charlie Kirk ATS. People put the most random things in notes, I swear. I think it's just because like people just realize that they can put things in notes. That they're just like, well, I should type something. I don't know what, but I'm going to type something. Try to make me laugh when I open it, and I'll post it for my 6 followers.
I remember that one.
We should check in to make sure that he posted it.
Yeah. I don't remember what I did.
And then if he didn't post anything funny, we kill him. That's a joke. Try to kill the gray bar for Conus, but I don't know what it means or does. Can someone please tell me you love me in writing? Permanent marker, please. Why permanent marker? If I write it in pencil, does the love not does it not mean as much? Dip the fries in the shake. You know what? Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Does it matter though if you dip it beyond like taking a drink afterwards? Like, does it? Whataburger is hot garbage. I don't think I've actually ever had Whataburger. Or Whataburger? What a burger. Oh, I get it. So you're saying like Whataburger. Got it. That makes sense. Took me a second. All right, the next one is thank you, Warehouse Monkeys. Oh, we got a good one, guys. TND. Nice. Good note. These shorts are amazing. Great deal. Thanks, monkeys. The khaki bottom-up will be used responsibly. Thank you, retards. Thank you much. Happy I found your store. Love the store. Love da vibe. Keep it up. Yes, saw. Love da vibe. Love dis. People are silly. Tremendous nice day. Thank you for your cervix. I appreciate what y'all do. Keep up the good work. The propaganda is working. Based. I need to do more propaganda. I'm not doing nearly enough propaganda. I need to ramp it up. Not enough propaganda. More training propaganda, damn it. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you. Thanks, you guys are great. Thanks to your crew for being an inspiration and cool as fuck. Aw. Bitch. Thanks, fuckheads. Keep being awesome. Oh, yeah. And only faggots don't send me nods. Let's find out if you're a steer or a queer. Now, see, that's a note. That's a fucking note. See, if you're gonna leave me a note, right? Like, you know, I need a little bit of douche fuck. I need some asinineness in there. Oh, hey, speaking of, 15% off until 8 p.m. tonight on all Flecktarns. So these parkas that we just got in that are fresh as fuck and are just hotter than hell. I mean, it's not actually hotter than hell. It breathes pretty well. But this is 15% off right now. You should buy one or don't. You guys should try the end chain in the notes. Ooh. That's the move right there. See if we can get the end chain going in the notes. But then who's gonna know what letter? Everyone's gonna have to coordinate it, right? And like make sure that everyone's like coordinating their orders. And it's like, okay, you do the N, I'll do the I. Okay, I'm gonna do the G. I'm gonna do a second G. He's gonna do an E, and then he's gonna do an R. That guy over there is gonna do the F. That guy's gonna do the A. This guy's gonna do a G. This guy's gonna do another G. This guy's gonna do the O. This guy's gonna do the T. And see, like you guys would have to create a group chat to make sure that everyone is ordering correctly with the letters. Oh man, are they gonna do it? Are they gonna do it? Ah, they fucked it up. They fucked it up. 4 Gs, you guys suck. See, they can't even figure out an end chain in the YouTube chat, and then someone leaves a super chat. Oh, damn it. I'm eating though. All right, guys. 25 push-ups. If you're watching this, for everybody that's watching, 25 push-ups. Okay. I was sent money, so I'm going to do push-ups now, even though I'm in the middle of lunch. But it's Goy Slop anyway, so I probably need to push. Okay, I'm going to do push-ups without breaking things this time. What? He said it. I did say it. He said it. I said the thing. Oh my god, that was painful. Holy hell. We're never doing that again. Okay, I'm going to do push-ups without breaking things, because last time I broke things.
No. Steve's out of the way.
Yeah, I know Steve's out of the way. And push-ups! Push-ups!
Ow.
Huzzah!
Oh, at least he gave $2. Okay. I'll allow it.
$2 heckin'. I was just like, you know, that's fair. I should probably do push-ups anyway. I am having a burger, so I'm fat, so, you know, push-ups wouldn't be bad.
Me too.
Grossest sounding push-ups I've ever heard. Do push-ups normally sound good, or like, what? I don't even know what that would mean. Speaking of, Flecktarn. 15% off on my website. You guys should go buy some. Or don't. You know? Whatever. It's cool. It's cool. I don't need money. You know, we do this podcast for free anyway. Oh god. I wonder if I can get this on over the headset. Some dude sent us like a shit ton of these. And so now we just have like a ton. That'll do. We should get like a mini crown for Master Chief.
A little mini BK crown.
Yeah, just a little mini B crown. Say it. I'm gonna say it. Dude, those were the first push-ups I've done in 10 years. Holy shit. Based, you should do more push-ups. Sent your homie care package in the mail today. You should do an unboxing video. You know what? Maybe I will. Hey, that would be cool. I should start doing unboxing videos on stream. That's a good idea. I like that. I like that idea, and I might do it. I might heckin' do it. All right, John Halo. Hold my crown. Look at that. That's hot. That's hot right there. We was Kangs. Buy Flecktarn or our enemies win. If you guys don't buy Flecktarn from me, the bad guys win. And unfortunately, the bad guys did win. Womp womp. Thank you, Allegiance Project Security. You guys are awesome. I'm excited for the care package. If it's the care package, I think it is. Is it the package? I want to say it's the one that I think it is. I'm not going to spoil it, though. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm pretty sure it's the one I think it is. Okay. Where was I? Oh, I think I got through this one. Hey, Ian, you can put this one in a fuck bin. We're gonna take these lists of all the the nice things that people said, and we're just gonna put them in people's fuck bins because why not?
Oh, it's going on a fuck bin?
Yeah, why not?
It's your fuck bin. $15.
You spent $15 to hear what the nice things that everyone else said. No, send them.
I'll send them something else.
Send them at least beans. You get beans and a note.
Beans on it?
Hey, speaking of, are you through today's orders yet?
Yeah. We're about to go up and pick them out, so we're good.
You can just start pre-packaging.
Planned on it.
Oh, okay.
Trying to process that right now.
How many tables or not tables? How many chairs were there?
6.
6?
Yeah.
They'll fit just fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, be careful taking them out.
No, I was just gonna fucking wreck the shit.
They're more fragile than you think, Alex.
No, nothing's fragile. Everything's just weak. I'm strong and everything's weak.
They'll fit. You're just gonna have to fuck around a little bit in the back.
I was in the middle of pooping during the push-ups. Did 20 anyway. Did you wipe? Did he's just like, well, I guess we're pushing. Shitting and pushing, just like, well, I'm here now. I'm dedicated to the bit.
Oh God.
Oh no! Oh God! Just shitting and pushing. I feel like some of these I've already read, but I know that I didn't read these already because what the fuck schizo is this? Oh God, it's inside me. Oh God, it's inside me. Oh God, it's inside me. Oh God. What the fuck is this? There's so much cryptic. Ian, have you seen this one?
What?
Come here, look at this one.
The schizo writing?
Yeah, it's like schizo writing, and it's just, oh God, it's inside me. Oh God, it's inside me. Oh God, it's inside me. And there's all this cryptic,
Yeah, I don't even know how they did that. I'm impressed, actually.
What the fuck even? Now that's schizo right there. That's some good shit. Next level schizo. Who wipes? Real. When the crown is on, off with their heads is official. Are you ready? Are you ready? A story of a guy getting stabbed.
It's Kyler Coots.
What? The voices are in my head. Get them out. The voices are in my head. Get them out. No peanut butter shots. Exploded in shipping. Duck's good though. Okay. Nothing ever happens. Fuck.
These are the most recent ones?
I don't know. I wish these had dates on them, honestly. I have no idea. Write me a homoerotic love note. Ooh woo. God, you guys are fucking faggots.
I call them you're gay and give them a pegging sticker.
You're gay. Quitter's wipe. What was that? Born to shit, forced to wipe. No duckies, I have duckies, no more duckies. I will decide when the duckies are needed. Long live the duckies, nigga, hail Hitler, or you're gay. You know what? Not beating them schizo allegations. That's a wild one. My Dixie wrecked. Oh, okay. I get it. Took me a second. Monkeys send me something tasty. Next time you check into a hotel, tell the desk person it's critical to your stay to get a room with a comfortable chair in the corner.
I'm gonna be there for a while.
I'm gonna be sitting there for a while. Make sure the chair in the corner is comfortable.
Thanks.
Nope. Okay, I have read this because I did that one before, and I refuse. I'm not doing that now. Yeah, no, I've read this one before. There's some of these that I've read before. Civilians have no busness with guns. See, if you would have spelt it right, I might have agreed with you, but like, you know, the fuck did I just join to? Yeah, real. Real. Ain't that the truth? The right to bear arms says otherwise. I always like incorrectly, like, the right to bear arms? Here, I'll just read the ones that are like, oh, see, look, this is the schizo one. No, I have read this before.
Well, that one's going with beans.
Yeah, I've read that one before. What did you say to me, you little bitch? Business. Now admit I'm right. No. No. I don't know what standard needs to be changed, but there definitely needs a standard changed on, like, the Second Amendment. I don't know what yet, though. I don't know what the right answer is. I mean, like, clearly, like, the Second Amendment for everyone, that, like, you know, like, magic dirt, like, as soon as you come to America, like, you just get, like, gun rights immediately. I don't agree with that at fucking all. That libertarian take is fucking wild. And just, like, no. 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 Fuck no. So, like, the Second Amendment, as libertarians are currently trying to say it, I don't agree with that. Of just, like, everyone gets gun rights no matter what. But, like, I don't know what the happy medium there is. I couldn't tell you. Yeah, I feel like I've read all these ones already. Keep bullying commies on Twitter. They aren't people. That's fair. That's fair. It's easier to dig a hole than build a pole. Okay, I don't know what the fuck that means. I'm joining the army and would greatly appreciate any words of motivation to help me through. If anyone wants to give me any tips or anything, that'd be great. Don't join the army, you fucking idiot. What are you doing? Stop that. Queer. I'll suck your dick for a cigarette. No. Just stop smoking cigarettes and stop smoking pole. Like, just no. The right to bear spray. There you go. 2A for everyone who comes here is the equivalent of everyone can sing. And no, they can't. Agreed. Don't you wish you were a pickle too? What? Dude, what the fuck are, like, what is wrong with the people buying from me? Like, people say the most random shit in fucking notes, dude. Can you draw a picture of unicorn? That one's fair. Can I get a P&W leaf too? I didn't see it on the website. You know, I bet if we put P&W leaf back on the web, like, I bet if we put that on the website, people, hey, we never put the we're gonna put full sandbags on the website. We never did that. Jax, did we tell you about that? People want full sandbags, like pre-filled sandbags, and they'll pay the shipping. I bet if we figured out the price for the, you know, a full sandbag of the shipping, I bet somebody would pay for it. I bet multiple people would pay for it.
Put a red ODGG logo on the outside of it.
Yeah, if we had, like, branded sandbags and then, like, they're pre-filled, I bet people are dumb enough to buy it. Nah, it's got to be dirt.
Now they asked.
It's not gonna be sand.
Dirt. What they really asked for is Ian needs to fill fucking sandbags.
Yeah, no. So they're gonna also pay for the stream to watch Ian fill the sandbag. So we have an opportunity to make money twice then, because then we get the super chats of all the weirdos that want to watch Ian fill a sandbag, and then we also get to sell the sandbag.
Here, put this wig on.
Yeah, Ian, put this wig on.
It's already long.
Sandbag is 50 cents. Shipping, $50. Yeah, that's about what's gonna happen. Hey, you drop your phone.
$200, I'll fill sandbags.
What are your thoughts on the pending Snap-pocalypse? I like that name, Snap-pocalypse. That's good. Do we defend Walmarts or just go feed our chickens and eat a banana?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. I'm the nothing ever happens chud right now, and I just don't think that anything's actually gonna fucking happen. I think they're gonna turn back on the here you go, Ian. I think they're gonna turn back on the SNAP benefits like the night before. I'm not buying it. Also, it's a cold day in hell before I go defend a fucking Walmart. Why the fuck would I defend a Walmart? Fuck Walmart. Fuck Walmart and everybody there. No, I'm not defending.
Costco maybe.
I might defend Costco.
They gotta raise their membership price for me to defend Costco.
Ramirez, protect that Burger Town. I protected Burger Town before I protected a fucking Walmart. I'll buy the dirt, keep the bag.
So just fill the box full of dirt.
Just a box of dirt. Can I buy a box of burpees? You'll get some premium P&W mountain dirt. Never forget Burger Town. Yeah. Pre-filled fighting position. We will send you an entire fighting position for $3,000. Oh God, I almost dropped my burger. Just tell them to buy a sandbag from Home Depot. Yeah, but see, they're not going to do that. That's not fun. People buy dumb things from me because it's fun. Because they're stupid. Why? I don't know. I'm just here to tell you you're stupid. And 70 people are sitting here watching me eat lunch. Why? I don't know. I wouldn't watch somebody else eat lunch. You're watching me eat lunch. I wouldn't do it. I mean, I'm watching myself eat lunch, if you want to be technical. No, I think make sure to smack the lips for the ASMR. What does ASMR even stand for? I don't even know. Something autistic. I bought some stuff on ODGG, 15% off for Flectarn. Damn, son. Hey, did you guys know that currently all Flectarn on my website is 15% off? You should stop watching me eat food and go buy some Flectarn.
Use code FLECTARD for 15.
Why are hamburgers called hamburgers if there's no ham in the burger? It should be called a beef burger or a cow burger. Fuck you. What lifts to train so I'm not retarded anymore? Read a book, nigga. I'm eating dinner. Okay, yeah, no, I guess it's about dinner time, isn't it? That makes sense. That checks. That scans. I guess this is my dinner, if you want to be technical. It is 5. I thought it was earlier than that. Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom. Just joined. Where are the gorillas? They just left. You'll have to go to ODGG Supply and spend your hard-earned money to get 15% off all Flectarn right now. That's where the gorillas are. As opposed to a shameful plug. I love how people always say like shameless plug, and I'm like, what do you want me to like cry and sob? Like, I'm so sorry I'm plugging this right now. I'm sorry. Yeah, you guys just missed Donkey Kong. He just left. All right, is that how I make the money? I'm so fucking sorry that I'm making money. My apologies. No, for real though. I was gonna cancel this. I was gonna only go to 5. But like, I don't know. We're here. I probably should end the stream in the near future though. I have other things I could be doing.
Forever streaming.
Forever streaming.
You've been cursed to sit chair the rest of your life.
Can you pull out your EDC? I'm pretty sure that you can't show guns on stream. Like, I know that Hassan and like Moist Critical have done it, but like I don't think you can. It's sitting right here, but like I don't know if I can. I'm currently carrying a Glock 19 Gen 5, and then I have it's in one of the TRX Arms Sidecar 2.0s. I have a spare Glock 17 mag with a +6 extension as my, to the side of the holster, and then I've got I believe it's a Zev. I believe it's a Zev of the handguard, or not the handguard. Oh my goodness, words. Magwell. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word Magwell. Let's celebrate the first super on live stream. What? What does that mean? Walt Chester gave $4, and there's a little emoji guy with a cup of blood. And it says that let's celebrate their first super on live stream.
Yay.
Like that's your first super or my first super? Am I celebrating?
It's probably his.
Oh.
First super chat.
I mean, woo!
You gave $4 to a random dude.
You gave $4. Woo! Are we happy? Happy birthday or something. Walt's first super to you. Oh, well, thanks, Walt. What rig you driving there? Looks hot. I can't tell what that is. It looks 80s. Yeah, it looks square. Walt, tell me about your vehicle. I want to know. I want to know. Can you show me? What was that?
Like Burger King.
Oh, that's why people are mentioning Burger King. I'm not eating Burger King. The crown's just funny. I actually forget that the crown is even associated with Burger King. Like, I only think about racism when I see the Burger King crown. Like, I don't even think about Burger King. Burger King has become so unbelievably irrelevant to me. It is a 1987 Jeep Comanche.
Hell yeah.
You know, even though the 80s are like before my time, like the 80s just, there's so much about the 80s that was just right.
It's a vibe driving around Sumner. And playing the...
Yeah.
What do you have in there? Guardians Galaxy?
Yeah.
God damn it.
As the Guardians of the Galaxy, the first movie soundtrack.
Just driving the burb around.
Dude, driving the Suburban around with cassette going with like only 80s music, it's such a fucking vibe.
Built in the 60s.
What was that?
In a town like that too.
Yeah, no, it's
buildings
such a
everywhere.
fucking vibe. It's
Halloween too, so it's all Halloween themed.
no, like driving around in the Suburban is like such a fucking vibe, dude. Like, I couldn't imagine not. My wife's calling me. Oh, I missed it. I missed the call. It's never been so over. Are you worried about getting Charlie Kirked?
No.
I mean, you know, that's
Why are you planning something?
like that's a reality of, you know, we are all unbelievably easy to kill. And, you know, me hosting open events and allowing people to come out and, you know, do meet and greets and whatnot. I mean, that is always a possibility. That is always going to be a possibility of, you know, getting Charlie Kirked, of getting assassinated. of getting mugged, getting stabbed, getting shot. I mean, that's part of life, you know, and I'm not going to alter how I live because of what happened to Charlie Kirk. And you know, maybe that's a stupid decision on my part, but you know, I'm not going to it's the same thing. I view what happened to Charlie Kirk in relation to me and continuing to do what I do. I view that very similar as COVID-19 and the pandemic. I'm not going to completely change and alter my life because I might die. You know, I mean, like, you could die just going from work to home to work. I mean, statistically, you know, I have a significantly higher chance dying in a traffic accident than I do getting assassinated. You know, I still drive every fucking day. So, when are you planning on coming home? All right, okay, guys, we're gonna wrap up here at 5:30. Okay, so you guys got another 27 minutes? No,
17,
16 minutes. Numbers are hard.
10, 9, 8.
Yeah. No, like I acknowledge that, you know, I very easily could get assassinated at a open event. You know, like one of my haters, that somebody that's like, you know, devoutly loathes my existence, you know, sure, they could, you know, say that they want to come to an open event with me. They could get into, you know, the event group chat, figure out where we're going to be linking up. They could, you know, act like they're cool. We go out in the mountains and they wait for their perfect time and just fucking, you know, shoot me in the back of the head. Chris Kyle, that's another, you know, decent term for it. And it'd be too easy to do. It would be absolutely too fucking easy to take me out. And I acknowledge that. I understand that, and you know that's part of life. You know, I'm not gonna stop doing what I love to do. I'm not gonna give up my message of community and how important community is, how important friendship is, and I'm gonna continue ranting and I'm gonna continue hosting open events, even though they are sometimes a challenge, sometimes a struggle. But you know, even if I was to get assassinated, even if I was to get killed, I believe the same way as Charlie Kirk said it, of, you know, you take me out, then 100 people are going to, you know, come into my place and continue doing what I was doing and continue my work. And, you know, if you take out some of those, then, you know, you're going to continue breeding more and more and more and more leaders that way. And I hate, like, referring to myself as a leader. I feel like that's kind of cringe to call myself a leader. But, you know, in some ways, I do believe that I am putting out a good message. I'm putting out, you know, good words. And, yeah, cringe. No, in some ways, you know, I do firmly believe that I'm doing good. I actually had, I had yesterday, and, you know, I guess if you guys want to get ready to cry, you know, be prepared. But yesterday I had a guy reach out to me, and he was saying that I was the only reason that he's still alive, and that one of my recent buddy check-ins that I put on a Twitter, you know, I asked how everyone was doing, and you know, to make sure that you're reaching out to your friends and your family members, and reaching out to, you know, to people, and I asked how everybody was doing, and he commented that he was not doing well, and I DM'd him. And I told him that, you know, his life mattered and he mattered. And I hope that he doesn't forget that. And I don't even remember exactly what I said. You know, I said, you know, usually what I would say when I'm, you know, messaging guys of, you know, of just, hey man, you know, you matter. And, you know, I hope that you understand that even though I don't know you, that, you know, I don't want you to take your own life. And that guy told me that, that night when I messaged him that, in all of his years of life, no one had ever DM'd him asking if he was okay. And he was actually planning on pulling the trigger that night. And it was because of my message to him, just asking if he was okay and reaching out to him, that changed his perspective on everything. So, you know, I mean, even if a lot of people, you know, view me as cringe, even if, you know, I was to be assassinated, I mean, you know, I know and I understand that I have done some good. And I can acknowledge that I have done some good. And you know, people are going to watch, people are going to see, people are going to be able to take inspiration from the how simple it is of, you know, what I've been saying of just checking in on other people. It's so fucking simple. I'm not even doing something grandiose. I'm not doing something that's, you know, like challenging. I'm not doing anything that all of us could easily be doing. Every single fucking one of us can do exactly what I'm doing right now by just checking in on your fellow man. It's not hard. And no, and you know, I don't want like a over, you know, I don't want like a bunch of praise for it. I just want you guys to start doing what I'm doing, of just buddy check-ins, of just messaging your friends, messaging your family members, reaching out to people and just seeing how they're doing. You know, if someone is acting like they are down, acting weird, you know, of just being that one guy to just say, hey, don't do it. I can tell that you're down. Don't do it. You matter to me. You know, of like being that one guy to just act like you fucking care. It's not hard. We can all do it. Every single fucking one of us can do it. I'm not special by no means, but you know, if I can motivate other people to be a better person, you know, that's you know, mission accomplished. And you know, the more people that I can motivate to be better men and better friends and better fathers and better husbands, you know, the better the world will be. You know, by no means am I, you know, like the, by no means am I, you know, the next fucking great leader. By no means am I going to be able to, you know, course correct all of humanity. But, you know, if I can change the lives and if I can help a couple of people, you know, I mean, I will have not died in vain. Unrested Tank sent 10 buckaroos. Sucks that all of my friends and family, somewhat aside from my own father, are too normie. They care too much about sports ball and don't seem to understand what's going on in our world today and politics. So this is another thing that, you know, maybe I haven't talked about this enough, but, you know, I mean, I changed my entire friend group for what I do now. You know, I almost don't have a single friend from my old life. I don't talk to anyone pre-COVID-19. You know, I started an entire new friend group during COVID. Like ODGG is my friend group. And you know, when I'm saying of like when you guys are being vetted in with open events and PTs, you're being vetted to be one of my friends. as lame and cringe and as stupid as that might sound, you know, it's it. Of like, I want my friends to be people that want to go out in the mountains and suffer and try to be better men and do the iron sharpens iron thing. I don't want to sit around and watch sports ball fucking day. I don't want to be associated, and I don't want to be around people that are weak and lazy and don't care. You know, and like I've had to, you know, denounce the vast majority of my family. You know, I mean, and it's not because of like COVID or anything like that, but you know, the vast majority of my family are no longer what I consider my family, and that's so many fucking different reasons. Good Lord, but you know, family, and I firmly believe this with friends and with family, is that you know, you should be able to cut off people that do not align with you. You should be able to cut off people that are toxic to you. You know, like, cutting out toxic people from your life, cutting out people that are bringing you down. You know, that's something that's maybe not talked about enough. And it's like, it's okay to cut people out. Absolutely. You know, and I firmly believe that, you know, your friends aren't always, what was that? Oh God. It was the, blood doesn't make family. I believe that was the quote. Yeah, no, it's not all blood is family, and not all family is blood. Okay, thank you. That was the quote. I believe that through and through. You know, like I had a family member that went to prison, and then I had other family members that were trying to, like, you know, make excuses and cope. And it's just like, no, fuck all of you. Absolutely not. A hard line in the sand. No. And I firmly believe that that's okay. It's okay to cut people off. It's okay to move on with your own fucking life. You know, and I wanted better friends that I wanted to train with and go out in the mountains and do things with, and that's what I fucking did. And I started my own training group, and it's just my friend group. That's all it is. All the guys I train with are just my friends. The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Based. I like that a lot. Yeah, no, I cut off a lot of fucking people throughout COVID-19. And, a lot of people that took COVID-19 way too fucking seriously. And I didn't take it seriously, and I wouldn't get the vaccine. I refused the vaccine, and I cut off a lot of people that were making, huge stinks about it. And they're just like, no, fuck all of you. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not doing it. Not playing this fucking game, man. But yeah. Life's wild. Life is fucking wild. Unrested Tank sent another 5 buckaroos. My dad's old and fucked up physically. Old school hunter, killer, team ranger, 82, 88, Operation Urgent Fury in 1983, Grenada. Wasn't that one of the, Grenada, wasn't that one of the ones that we technically weren't in? Like that was like a police action? I hate how back and forth I feel about like most operations in like, between World War II and now. Like there's so many operations where it's just like, the men that were fighting them were like such badasses. And I love the surplus from so much of that era. But at the same time, like politically speaking, there's so much that I don't like and I don't agree with. And it's hard, like, understanding that my beliefs are kind of like conflicted here.
Love the art, hate the artist. Is military surplus.
Love the art, hate the artist.
CIA is the artist.
That's my concept on military surplus. 175th and 275th Rangers and Marines were deployed. Like today? Like right now? Where, to Israel? I don't know where else we'd be going right now. Oh my god. Oh my god, Israel needs us. Yeah, the more I learn about, after World War II, the more I'm just like, oh, wow. Wow. So much evil. So much evil done with good intentions. Incredible. Oh, they're deployed to Grenada. Got it. Sorry. I are tarded. I was a damn good PT last night, and I deserved this goy slop. This is my prize. All right, guys. We got another 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna fuck off out of here and boogie on home. Does anyone have any last things they'd like to say? Any closing notes? Anything we'd like to go over? Any questions, comments, concerns? No for Grenada. Also, my father was part of the assault with the bulldozer on the hill in the movie Heartbreak Ridge. That's fucking cool. Once again, though, it's just like, wow. So the last thing that we're gonna do is the end chain. That's what we got, guys. Last thing we're gonna do is the end chain. You know what? Chat? I would expect nothing less. I appreciate you guys for what you are, because I would expect nothing less than you guys attempting an end chain, and not only that, fucking it up. Lamp. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make sure that this lamp gets going at least 3 hours before stream, so it's really flowing. It was flowing good last night. I got it home and got it going, and it was flowing good. And what was that?
We ended in the stream.
We got another 3 heckin' minutes. Maybe the chat will try another end chain.
Can you do it?
Can you do it, chat? Can you do it? Not only buy more ammo, you guys need to be buying more water, buying more water filters, and you guys need to, like I've been saying, I don't know how many times, you guys need to make sure that you're linking up with people in your local vicinity and making friends. Like I was saying earlier in the stream, I am going to be trying to do my best to focus on us doing some more, I don't know, chill meet and greets. Maybe some kind of donation sort of thing. I don't really know yet, but it is something that I would like to dive further into of doing more local meetups that aren't like specifically fitness oriented. No, fucking it up is too easy. They just can't do it, man. They just can't do it. Unrest the Tank, I appreciate you and all of your support, and I think it's oh yeah, dry fire. If you guys aren't dry firing daily, you guys should be dry firing. If you don't know what dry firing is, that's just where you normally have your handgun. You make sure that your gun is empty, and then you're just practicing defeating your garment, getting your handgun out from concealment, punching out. Usually what I'll do is I'll have like a couple of things throughout the room that I'll try to draw, get on as quickly as I possibly can, and then pull the trigger, and then reset the entire drill. Yeah, chamber check is huge. Make sure that you guys do not have live ammunition around you while you're dry firing. But I do firmly believe that if not daily, at least a couple of times a week, you guys should be dry firing. Especially with whatever the clothing that you're normally wearing, you guys need to be dry firing. And you know, if you want to be proficient, if you want to be able to actually get at your handgun when you need it, if you guys are everyday carrying, then you need to be dry firing. Dry firing is huge, not only with your handgun, but with your rifle. If you guys want to go really, really crazy, you know, start practicing applying a tourniquet. Not a bad thing. You know, definitely not something that you're ever going to have like a, you know, downfall in of like, oh no, I'm too well trained. Yeah, definitely not a thing of being too well trained, I guess, unless you want to be a cockfag about it. But anyway, I appreciate you guys, appreciate your time. I'm really enjoying these like lunchtime, like midday streams. I think we're going to start doing this a little bit more going forward, but appreciate you guys. Never black pill. We're going to make it. Ape Together Strong. See you guys in the next one.